Hi, today I'm gonna talk about two sisters, both born deep, deep under the ocean. These are the shell and the pearl. Both are handmade by mollusks, only if mollusks had hands. Instead, mollusks have what's called a foot, a big muscle that helps them move around. Apparently, both words, muscle and muscle, come from the same word mus, which in Latin means mouse. Maybe both the creatures of the mussels on the bottom of the sea and the movement of the muscle tissue under the skin were thought to resemble the appearance and the movement of mice. Anyhow, back to the shells and the pearls that are foot-made from calcium that they absorb from the ocean waters and transform into this beautiful, iridescent, translucent material called nacre. Both pearls and mother of pearl are made of nacre. This is a wonderful, mysterious work that they do, another wonder of nature. Mollusks don't have internal structure of bones like we have, so they build external structure instead that grow with them as they grow. So the same way like our bones grow with us as we grow. And here you can see the slight markings, the lines of the growth here on the shell. When the soft body of the mollusk dies and decomposes, the hard shell gets tossed and ground by the waves and compacted on the bottom by the newly fallen debris and the weight of the ocean waters on top into limestone, and only some of the shells get tossed onto the beach for us to find them as gifts, little gifts from the sea. The pearls are built by the mollusks for different reasons. They are formed around tiny grains of sand that get inside the shell and start irritating the soft, tender body of the mollusk in order to protect themselves from this pain and rubbing of the grain. The mollusk starts enveloping the tiny grain by coats and coats of nacre, thus growing the pearl inside the folds of its body. And the longer the pearl stays inside, the bigger it grows. In the past, before humankind learned to farm pearls, divers had to go deep into the ocean and search many, many shells in order to find the perfect pearl and bring it out from the deep. And pearls were always harder to find than shells, and though both were always used by humans to decorate themselves, pearls had always a higher value and used to decorate a higher ranking humans. Besides being beautiful things used for decorations, both pearls and shells were and are used to represent some universal qualities and values. Naturally, pearls came to represent wealth and prosperity. Luck, a quality of being something special and of a higher value. Even in our language we say a pearl of wisdom, and we mean not just clever words, but wisdom that's acquired through experience. Pearls also represent innocence, purity, balance and calm, elegance and integrity. Both shells and pearls represent the depth of the ocean waters and the mystical and mysterious watery realm. Their translucent glow is the reminder of the moon and its milky, soft light. Their curves are sensual. All of it speaks of feminine nature, thus both shells and pearls came to represent femininity. Shells are hollow and resemble a womb. They speak of the sensuality of feminine nature and the mystery of birth. No wonder that Botticelli painted his famous birth of Venus as being delivered on a shell. The Roman goddess of love, fertility and beauty has been associated with the pearl here in the painting. So maybe the shell and the pearl are not sisters, but mother and daughter. To me, they represent two stages of womanhood: the pure, innocent, eternal youth, and the protective motherhood. Let's fantasize a bit what it could mean if you see the shell or the pearl in your dreams. The conch. If you put your ear to the opening, you hear the soft, white noise, like the sound of the distant waves crashing, the sound of the ocean and wind. It's a peaceful sound. The waters always represent our unconscious. This message is the message of well-being. It's like your unconscious purrs into your ear like a cat, saying that all is well, that it feels safe and balanced, that the internal state of yourself and the external circumstances of your life are congruent and in balance with each other. This is really good news. Traditionally, a conch shell used to produce a loud sound. I talked about this in the previous video, and I touched upon some meanings of the conch shell in the art and dream in different cultures. So the sound of the conch is used as a call for action and a call to refocus your attention to something higher. So how can this conch shell play this role for you in a dream? Maybe you see conch shell against the backdrop of a very turbulent, uneasy waters, or maybe you see this shell in a scene where it's totally inappropriate and interrupts the, the landscape of the scene with its, by being so different from everything else you see in the dream. And the message then would be a call for action, to refocus your attention, and the message would be, well, something is wrong and you need to look inside and dig deeper and to find some actions that are not, some actions of yours that are not suiting you at the moment, and maybe find a better action that will better serve the need of your soul. And then there is an oyster or a clam type of shell, which is like an open bowl, like a bowl of Buddha. And the bowl of Buddha catches everything that falls in it. So the message of this shell in your dream might be that you are protected, that your soul feels protected, that the actions that you took in the past build enough strength for you so that your soul can be safe. And I can imagine seeing this open shell in a tough time, when you're going through a tough time. And the message can be that you can take it. It's all fine. It's all beautiful. You are protected. And just take whatever falls into your cup. You are going to be fine. The message of protection, and also openness to possibilities, the invitation for possibilities to fall in, the welcoming of new possibilities, the openness to that. Seeing a pearl in your dream is almost like seeing a moon. It might mean that the feminine side of you is feeling safe to be able to show its face and smile at you. This is precious, especially for a man, because that means that the man was able to build a beneficial relationship with his own feminine side, which might help him to build a better relationship with a female partner. Seeing the pearl in your dream also might mean that you have been acquiring some internal riches. These are the riches of the heart and the soul that you might have been working towards for a while. And now the dream tells you that your wish has been granted. And maybe your internal riches are accompanied by the riches of this external world. And then you are incredibly lucky, because these two worlds don't necessarily mirror each other. The pearl also associated with tears. And maybe you've been grieving about something, and you seeing the pearls or the pearl in your dream might be a message that your sorrow and your pain was not in vain, and that your tears are becoming the gems of your soul. And the pearl might be also a message of the pregnancy. And it might be pregnancy of the physical body, or it might be pregnancy of your heart and mind. Maybe a great idea is about to be born in your mind and move your heart into action that will change the course of your life. These are just few possible scenarios that the dreams can take and show you, and a few possible interpretations of these scenarios. Dreams are amazing. They're very flexible in how they deliver the message. So remember your dreams, write them down, and ponder what the message of the dream means and how you can incorporate that message into your waking life. And remember that in our waking state, we dream too. And the objects around us, they help to steer our dreams, to steer our energies into the direction of where those dreams can become reality. And that's why actually people build altars and put certain objects on those altars to help focus their energies in certain direction. And I hope I gave you enough ideas here to build your own altar if you want to use the shell and the pearl on your altar. You now know how to be creative about it. And I wrote down all these ideas, what I just said in this video, in a little Kindle ebook. The link to this book is in the description of the video. It's just $1, and if you buy it for yourself, you will support my channel. Thank you very much, and I wish you dream well and purposefully.